Since we talking about a show with a bunch of middle-aged hags, I figured I'd bring y'all some of this blossom. You got anybody in your life going through menopause? They acting all crazy, hormones all off, growing chin hair and all that other stuff that come along with menopause? Or do you just need your coochie to be leveled out, balanced out, pH out the right way, real balanced like? To get you some of this blossom, baby, drop that in the description box and click the link to get some of this blossom. Your coochie will thank me later. Bye. Tonight was the season premiere of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Bravo, people! Bravo, people! If this is what y'all giving for the season premiere, coupled with the previews that we've seen for the season, y'all in trouble. Want to talk about it? Here you go. Nessa girl, the season premiere of The Real Housewives of Atlanta came on tonight, and I'm here to tell you that I'm not enthused. I'm just not enthused. Now, of course, Nene fans and people who like Nene are going to say the show sucks because Nene was not there. And for some people that may be valid. I'm not going to say that's what it is. It could not be. Because there was a season when they did do the show without Nene and it was good. My spirit tells me that y'all are getting ready to do with this sex scandal thing what Potomac did with this fight and make it the whole season. I am here to tell y'all now, while you still have time in the editing room before you go that route, don't. The shit has already played out in social media and in the blogs, so we already tired of it, all right? And I understand that COVID has put a damper on a lot of filming situations, so on and so forth. But if y'all are gonna Porsha protest me to death, and Tanya and Porsha sex scandal me to death, then this is probably where I'm going to get off the train, because we gonna need a little more. And unfortunately, don't get me wrong, I love everybody on this show. I do. But it's just gotten to a point with this cast that there's just no more to see. You know what I'm saying? There's just no more. I mean, at this point, especially, and no shade, like with Kandi and Kandi's storyline. Kandi's stuff right now is just the maintenance and maintaining seeds that were planted in earlier seasons. You know, it's just, she got her happily ever after. She got her kids. You know, we already know Kandi gonna open 900 businesses. It's just, you know, Cynthia has now gotten her happy ever after. It's not like Cynthia about to have no damn babies and start no family, or her and Mike about to adopt any damn kids. I mean, there's just nothing left. Like, we don't want to see Cynthia and Mike sitting up talking all day and fumbling and finagling about how he need to move from LA and she need to move from Atlanta. There's just nothing left. And this is not shade to any of the ladies. This just simply means, you know, their lives and their storylines and their time here has been fully realized. That's the most beautiful thing, when you can retire because your career here is complete. Like, it's a beautiful thing. You know, I definitely think for people like Porsha, because she's young and it's got so much going on, there may be some room for growth. You know, Kenya got a lot going on. There may be some room for growth. I'm sorry, I didn't even know Drew Sidora had enough money to even meet the minimal qualifications to be on the damn Real Housewives of Atlanta. True T. The only movie I've ever known Drew Sidora to be in is the TLC movie. I don't know what her husband do. Maybe he rich, maybe he isn't, but I just did not know. And y'all not tired of going out and getting celebrity bitches? Like, I thought, you know, when all else fails, go back home. When all else fails, go back home. Go get us a bitch we don't know. That's intriguing. Go truly get just some old rich ass bitch that we don't know and tell us her story. Y'all keep going to get these pseudo celebrities and it's just not working. Nevertheless, let's get into this episode because I sit on my soapbox all night and I ain't got time. I gotta watch E Yonder. I missed the first like 4 or 5 episodes. So when I flipped it on, Marlo was getting out the car doing the most. You know, Marlo, I really be rooting for you. I really be rooting for Marlo. The thing that throws me is like Marlo's style of being sometimes is so slapstick. Like, she literally got the call sheet from production that said you need to be at Cynthia house at 12 o'clock for lunch. And a light bulb in her head went off and said, let me fill my purse up with all these different little trinkets and gadgets so when I show up to the scene, I can start pulling stuff out and being all over the top. It just wasn't funny. Like, it was just lame as fuck. It was lame as fuck. I mean, I don't know. Stick to the one trick that you do well, which is the fashion. I'm just not understanding why she couldn't have just showed up and been in the moment. There was nothing funny about that shit. For me, it wasn't. Maybe some of y'all liked it. I don't know. And I guess the reason I'm saying this is because there is so much about Marlo Hampton that we do not know. And as much as I go in on Marlo and crack jokes, I really am intrigued by her and I'm craving depth. There is something going on with Marlo. Marlo just inherited some kids that ain't goddamn hers, okay? That cannot be easy, that cannot be fun, and that ain't no shit that anybody happy about. I don't give a good goddamn how much you love children. It is never a right time for you to be sitting at home and your phone ring and all of a sudden you done inherited a family. There's a story there. Tell that story. I want to see the story of Marlo trying to get the kids signed up for school, but she ain't got the birth certificate. Now she's stressed out. I want to see the story of Marlo typically was going on a date on Friday night with XYZ person, but now she got these kids in her house, so now she got to rearrange her life. Tell that story. These props and shields and restaurant thermometers and measuring tapes and stuff, Mama, you're more than that. I'm just feeling real reflective and younger like tonight. The spirit don't move me. Kenya don't gain them damn 30 pounds. My mama said never tell nobody down without extending the hand and lifting them up. So here's me lifting her up. The bitch fixed it by the time she got the confessionals. Lord have mercy, Jesus. COVID and that man don't put something on Kenya's ass. Kenya didn't even bother doing her damn hair to go see that damn attorney. Kenya was sitting up in there looking like his lover and his secretary, working every day of the week. She looked like she was the background in his foreground. Okay, Kenya looked like 11 years she sacrificed. Kenya only been married to this man for 3 years. And honestly and truthfully, the amount of days that they've seen each other across the 3 years equals out to 3 months, okay? It ain't no reason Kenya should have showed up in that thing looking that devastated and that distraught. And I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe it's that part of the act, because Kenya is normally very well put together and pulled together. She looked a damn mess. Now, I'm going to be sensitive. I'm not going to go in on her weight because, you know, I've learned over the years through talking to y'all that that's a very sensitive subject for women and things happen. But Kenya wears that weight in her face and it aged the entire fuck out of her. Here's the other thing that's throwing me. You know, Kenya, you were the queen of working out and fitness and this and the third and the other. And I imagine that people who were as disciplined in that fitness stuff as you were would have no problem just working out from home during the COVID. So it's leading me to believe that there probably was some depression and sadness in there that had Kenya in there eating. But baby, she get it together, girl. Porsha lands in Kentucky. I'm really proud of Porsha and her dedication. You know, it's just so funny because for somebody who did not know what the Underground Railroad was, you know, girl, you sure mighty caught up in the civil rights situation. And I'm just glad to say that you did and that you loaned your celebrity towards the cause or whatever the case may be. Now, this particular scene is the one scene that really made me want to call y'all tonight. Kandi, Riley, Todd, Ace, and Blaze outside washing the cars. Then Kandi take the baby back in. And then Kandi starts talking about, you know, going to college. And Riley's like, I need a couple dollars. Some of your dollars. And then Kandi makes the comment, you know, who I need to be saving my dollars. I have to send you to college. You know, the NYU is going to be expensive. Okay, so let me stop there. Kandi, we love you to death, girl. All right. Kandi, we recognize that a part of your appeal is that you're everybody's best friend. You're Atlanta's home girl. You're the around the way girl. But Kandi, what I'm going to need you to stop doing is playing with us and yourself on this camera. Like y'all gonna have to be around there cutting back on how many times y'all could go out to eat because you gotta send Riley to college. That's number one. Don't patronize us. You not regular folk. You are rich beyond rich. You the one who said you can take care of each and every motherfucker up there if you wanted to. Sending Riley to NYU is not going to break you at all. Number one. Number two, and here's where it gets a bit more intricate. I saw somewhere that Block, Riley's father, Kandi's baby daddy, lashed out on social media and said something like, Todd, get your boring ass wife, or whenever she ain't got no storyline, she want to run my name through the mud, or whatever the case may be. And this gets very complicated here, so follow me here. Looking at this scene and the conversation that was had, I can understand how Block would deduce that they don't got nothing to do over there and they don't got no storyline, so they want to bring me into the mix, right? Period. Hard stop. Now, follow me with this next thought. At the very end of the day, Block is in the wrong, okay? And Kandi and Riley are at the receiving end of that wrong. So they can do, say, and feel anything they want to feel about the situation. However, it just feels a little misplaced. Going back to how much money Kandi has, and yes, Block should do his part, should pay his child support, never paid, never was around. The least he could do is pay for college. But y'all was sitting up there having the conversation like Block contributing or not was going to be the differentiating factor in Riley being able to get the meal plan or not. You know what I'm saying? It just felt, I don't know, it just felt a little disingenuous to be having that conversation about Block contributing to Riley going to college. He ain't been contributing. Kandi, you been financially prepared for it. You not waiting on the damn money. And then when you started talking about back child support, granted, $100,000 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But number one, Kandi, you about make that per episode, number one. Number two, in your other business ventures, you probably make that monthly. Number three, when you start talking about back child support for people who have millions, that really is not a lot of money. Like, I was really expecting Kandi to say, you know, Block owed me $700,000 in back child support. He owed me $1.2 million in back child support. Now, at the end of the day, he owed it. He owe it, and it's owed to her, so she got the right to feel any kind of way about it. I totally do. It just feels like this conversation was purposefully had on camera about Block and this child support for some ulterior motive. And even if that motive was just to poke at his ass or to jab at him, because I don't believe for 1 second you are sitting at home in bed with Todd with your notebook trying to figure out what ducats you got to move from over here to make sure Riley has sheets for her dorm room. I just don't believe that Block, his money, and what he has not paid has ever been a factor in the way you move financially. I'm just not buying it. I mean, but it made for good TV, and it gave me something to talk about for 10 minutes. Cynthia and Kandi go around Kenya's house, and she was telling them about her options and going to the lawyer, and it took everything in Kandi to keep from saying, bitch, is you dumb? Get your ass up and leave this damn man. Cynthia and Mike talking about quarantine. You know, Cynthia and Mike, that conversation was such women are from Venus, men are from Mars conversation, because they were both speaking two different languages. Now, what I did not like, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna kind of side with Cynthia a little bit. I did not like how Mike was trying to railroad Cynthia into you know, turning her desire for wanting to have the fairy tale wedding and not being able to have it, meaning somehow she's not devoted or don't love him or marrying him for the wrong reasons. And she's like, you know, you're not saying what I want you to say right now. And he, you know, he was getting mad. He got a little stressed in his chest. And it was like, you know, neither one of y'all going nowhere. Neither one of y'all going no damn where. Like, Mike, the lady want to have a fucking wedding. Let the lady have her damn wedding. Now, Cynthia, Mike did give you a really good compromise, which was we go fucking get married on that date, and then we had the ceremony later. That's where it kind of, you know, and then Mike, Cynthia would have eventually came around. Hell, she wouldn't have had no goddamn choice but to let that lady have her moment without making her feel like you giving her an ultimatum between you and the wedding. The lady wants you, child. She wants you. Porsha gets arrested. Kandi comes to the restaurant. They opening up another restaurant. I mean, great. I love that they bring it to the South Side. I can't wait to get back there later there to eat. Hey, Don Juan. Porsha gets released from jail. You know, that was very noble. What are they doing with the confessionals this year, with them being on the black? Somebody explain to me. I don't know what that was about. But then after Porsha got out of jail, y'all, that was kind of it. Like, it really didn't give us much. I'm nervous. I'm nervous and I'm trembling. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm missing Eva. Something's missing. There's another personality missing. even if it is Nene Leakes, something is missing. This core group of ladies, I don't feel like on their own they have what it takes to sustain this show for 20-something episodes. Like this, and especially because now a lot of the shows that we're going to see now are going to be heavily focused on Black Lives Matter and COVID. This is just something missing. Y'all gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna film some pickup scenes. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. I'm gonna upload this, and I'm gonna get in here and watch Iyanla or whatever. And if I still feel like it, I'm gonna call y'all about that. If not, y'all get it tomorrow. Bye.